Damage done that inning as they pick up 3 runs on only 2 hits. And at the end of 2 innings of play in this semifinal, in this USSSA U12 tournament, it's the Mudcats with a 5-3 lead over the Bombers at the end of 2. We're coming back with more from the Richest Sports Complex in just a moment.
Today's tournament was organized and sanctioned by the Metro Long Island United States Specialty Sports Association. For more information on any of our tournaments, call the number on your screen. Play the best. Play USSSA.
You can't text and pay attention to the world around you, and you definitely can't text and drive. Every year, deaths due to distracted and negligent driving are increasing. In fact, while drunk driving rates have dropped greatly, negligent driving fatalities have skyrocketed. Find out more at negligentdriving.com.
Know a young golfer who has what it takes to compete? The Global Recreation Network and the USSSA is looking for kids between the ages of 9 and 18 to compete in the Long Island Junior Golf Tour. Winners qualify for the championships in Orlando. Play the best. Play USSSA.
Today's tournament game is being brought to you by Optimum. We're your TV, phone, and internet company. Some of the fans bearing through some cold temperatures on a sunny Sunday afternoon in November. Out on the east end of Long Island, Hal Sass and Russ Blatt bringing you semifinal action of Travel League Baseball, the U12 tournament.
Yeah, it's a chilly day here. Probably started, as we've talked about when we both left our houses this morning, it was some frost and some ice on the windshield that we were fighting as we were getting out here. Warming up a little bit. And it's probably about 40, almost 50 degrees. Nice day and good day for baseball.
So we head to the top of the third. Mudcats with the lead. First pitch on the outside corner to Fontana as Maestri in his second inning of starting the inning came in late in the first. Fontana doubled in a pair of runs, tripled in a pair of runs, one of 2 triples in the 5-run first inning for the Mudcats.
Fontana shaking off that inning in the field where he dropped the 1 throw, could not scoop the second with one of the errors on him. And let's see if he can shake it off here while he's at bat.
High fastball swings through it.
That first strike that was called on him, he has a 1-2 count. That was on the inside part of the plate. He shook his head, didn't like the call. Trying to get himself set now, shaking his head a little bit and focusing in on the pitcher, Maestri.
Fontana pops that ball up. Will the catcher have a play? Nope, on the screen. But Fontana stays alive at 1-2.
That one back towards us.
Stepping out is Fontana with a 1-2 count.
Yeah, Fontana's getting himself set there. He looks a little uncomfortable. I don't know if it's the weather. I don't know if he's taking what happened in the field with him to the plate, or if that, even if it was that first strike call on him.
That pitch swung on and missed for the 3rd strike. 1 away as Fontana goes down swinging.
Looked like an off-speed pitch from Maestri. Taking that pitch and doing what you're supposed to do with an off-speed pitch, keeping it low. Obviously, the higher one's easier to hit on the off speed, so you're keeping it low. You give yourself as a pitcher a better chance of having the batter with a swing and a miss.
So Hunter Trankel steps in. Trankel, the left fielder, laid down a beautiful suicide squeeze to pick up an RBI and score Fontana for the 3rd run of that first inning. That ball fouled away.
Yeah, that was a beautiful suicide squeeze. He did exactly what he was supposed to do. He set himself, and all he did is make sure that the bat met the ball, as Fontana, who was on 3rd at the time, broke before the pitch. And as I said, once you get the bat on the ball on a suicide squeeze, the runner is guaranteed to score, because By the runner leaving on the pitch, there's no way to get him back at the plate.
So Trinkle, 11 years old, out of Levittown, attends Wisdom Lane Middle School. Swung on and missed. Favorite team, the Mets. Favorite player, David Wright, not bad. Favorite baseball memory, his first home run against the Rays. Everybody would remember their first home run. That's a good memory.
Yeah, it's definitely a good memory to remember as a kid.
On the corner, he goes down looking. So back-to-back strikeouts for Maestri. So 2 away here as he's really settled down, and he's retired 6 in a row.
And 4 of them by strikeout.
Came in to replace Rojas after 9 batters in the first, and he struck out Wilderman swinging for the first out to end the first. And as you said, he's 3 more strikeouts since then. So
he's definitely settled his team down. The Bombers were down 5-0 at the time. He came in, settled his team down, gave them the chance to come back. But they were there, the Bombers putting up 3 runs in the bottom of the last inning.
Swung on and missed by Keller. Keller walked and scored back in that 5-run first.
Scoring on that triple by Sanderson.
That ball in tight to Keller.
Coming right at us.
Maestri definitely a calming influence for the Bombers.
Yeah, he's no nonsense. He gets right back onto the rubber after every pitch, gets himself set.
That pitch up high. Left-handed batter digs in. Covering the inside part of the plate. Left-handed delivers. That ball hit him. Well, he was in tight on the plate. Gets hit by the pitch, so he'll go to first with 2 away. And that'll bring up the catcher, Pete Sanderson, who had an RBI triple as well back in the first inning.
Yeah, that one looked like it actually brushed by Keller's the right sleeve. His lead, as a lefty batter, his right hand is in front towards closer to the pitcher. Looks like that brushed by the sleeve as it went by the catcher, Reichelt, and hit by pitch.
So Sanderson, again with 2 outs, has to take the catcher's gear off and get back in. Pickoff attempt. Boy, that's a good move there. Almost very Balk-like.
Yeah, as long as he, 2 things. As long as a lefty, he does not bring his right knee back towards the rubber. And as long as he steps towards first with those 2 things, it's a legal move to first.
That pitch catches the inside part of the plate.
That move made famous by Andy Pettit. The slide step towards first on the pickoff attempt.
Keller drawing the attention of the pitcher. Throw down to first. Not in time. Reichert with a quick toss.
I'm interested to watch Maestri as he gets other runners on base. He seems to take his attention away from the plate and look at the runner as he's making his delivery.
Pitching misses outside. Again, the throw down to first. Boy, Keller's got to really be sharp after the ball gets in the catcher's glove. I think you make a good point, Russ. I've noticed it too. It does appear that Maestri takes his eye off of the catcher and glances over at first base and kind of missing his target. And there's a walk right there to Sanderson. So runners at first and second with 2 away.
Yeah, he didn't do it on that last pitch. He kept his chin tucked into the shoulder, and he did not do that. When you want to call it like a double look towards first base, as there's a question here on the field. But by doing that also, and by not keeping his concentration on the plate, you lose it a little bit. And as you can see, through 4 pitches on the inside part of the plate, and I walked the batter on 4 pitches.
The umpire's conferring, and they're just conferring the count to make sure that it was indeed 4 balls.
Now batting number 7, Mike Conway.
And again, they will pinch run for the catcher, Sanderson, as Trinkle will pinch run. Actually, be, I guess, a replacement run, wouldn't really pinch run for him.
Right. This is again just to save a little bit of time for the catcher as he's on base, so that he can put the tools of the trade back on, put the shin guards on.
That pitch gets away from the catcher, and the runners advance. Trinkle to second, Keller to third. How do you want to score that one? Pass ball?
I thought it was a pass ball as it hit off the glove of Reichelt. The ball came on the inside part of the plate to Conway, and Reichelt, as he brought the glove and hit off his glove and slid it back behind him.
That pitch missing down low. So Conway in a good situation here. has a favorable count at 2-0. 2 runners in scoring position as Long Island tries to get a little bit of offensive power going here in this third, as they have been shut down nicely by Maestri.
Yeah, well, Conway had an RBI single in the first inning, and looking at the field where they're playing, I'm shading him a little bit towards right field. And but if he gets the ball down the left field line, he may run for a very long time, but he walks on 4 pitches. That's 8 in a row from Maestri.
Maestri has definitely lost his concentration, and that'll bring out the manager to have a word with his left-handed pitcher.
Yeah, as soon as he got runners on base, he lost his concentration. He concentrated more. It was on Keller, who was on first at the time, with 1 pickoff. And then, as we both noticed from him, that he was looking towards first base as he was trying to deliver. And I think that when that happened, I think he lost his release point. I think he lost his release point as all 8 pitches, the last 8 pitches, were all in the left-handed batter's box, which means that 2 things, that he's either releasing it at the wrong point or his shoulders not at the same spot, and then he's sliding the pitch away from him as a lefty pitcher.
Lou Ferrino steps in with a chance to really do some damage here. First pitch takes it for a called strike on the outside corner. Ferrino hit by a pitch in his first plate appearance back in the first. Takes that first pitch for a strike. 0-1 the count.
He took that off the brim of the cap his first time up, shook it right off, went right down to first.
That ball fouled back off the catcher's mask, and quickly in the hole is Ferrino at 0-2. Long Island would love to get some offense going. Know they get the offense on the other side for the Bombers is very strong. And a 2-run lead is not enough in their mind. That pitch on the corner as well. And going down looking is Ferrino for the 3rd out. So Maestri strikes out the side, but in between gave up a couple of walks and a hit batsman, but no damage done, no runs, no hits, no errors, and 3 left at the end of 2.5. In the middle of the 3rd, it's 5-3 Mudcats.
Owner-operated and managed, the newly renovated Bethpage Car Wash features 21st century technology. Our detailing is top-notch. Get monthly passes, corporate discounts, and more when you use Bethpage Car Wash.
Some goodbyes are worth fighting for. Help the Marine Corps Scholarship Foundation honor Marines by educating their children at mcsf.org.
Total Tax and Business Solutions of Long Island. Based in Ronkonkoma, we are a full-service tax preparation, accounting, and representation firm. As enrolled agents, we're able to represent clients in all 50 states. We pride ourselves on client service and professionalism.
We head to the middle of the 3rd inning. The Mudcats with a 5-3 lead over the Bombers. Long Island Mudcats and the Bronx Bombers. Some of the fans dealing with the cold temperatures, but still a beautiful Sunday afternoon on the eastern part of Long Island. Hal Sass and Russ Blatt bring you semifinal action between these 2 teams in this 12U tournament. USSSA sponsored, as the Bombers will come to bat here against Nick Collins. So, Russ, I think the pitching started out really struggling a bit for the Bombers with Rojas in the first inning, but Maestri's done a nice job settling down. Now we'll see what Collins can do for the Mudcats after a tough second inning.
Yeah, it'll be important now for Collins to come up with a 0, and that after giving up the 3 runs last inning, and Maestri, although he got the bases loaded and he got himself out, Collins with the Mudcats, so important for them to put up a 0 now just as they head to the 4th inning to give his team that confidence and keep that lead.
Connie Torres, the left fielder, takes a called strike 1, leading off here in the bottom of the 3rd. Torres looks again to bunt, pulls the bat back on that outside pitch, which evens the count at a ball and a strike.
And the Mudcats in the infield running the carousel pretty well with at 3rd. Conway coming in, Cools going behind him, and Fontana in as well on that pit, on the fake bunt.
Kenny Torres looks at that pitch on the outside corner. He's in the hole at 1-2. Collins shakes off his catcher, Sanderson. Happy with the sign now, delivers. That ball swung on and missed. Catcher drops it. They'll throw to first for the putout. Strikeout, score it, 2-3.
Yeah, and you saw that with the drop third strike that the batter did take off at first. That's one of the rules here in 12U, similar to Major League Baseball, is that a third strike is dropped, the batter can try to advance to first. What Sanderson did is he caught the ball and off the hop and went inside to Fontana on the inside, who positioned himself on the inside part of first base, perfectly for the throw for Sanderson.
George Duran, who started the game as the extra hitter, was brought into center field back in the first inning, steps in, right-handed batter. Takes that pitch on the corner.
Duran not happy with that pitch on the outside corner. And he is the 12th and final batter for the Bombers, we've seen all 12 of them here at the plate in the bottom of the third inning.
And that's all you're going to see. They only carry 12 players. That ball fisted down the right field line, but slicing foul.
Yeah, Collins missed Sanderson's target on that pitch. Sanderson set up outside, about 1.5 feet outside, and Collins came in and threw on the inside part of the plate where Duran was able to fist the ball foul. If that pitch was where Sanderson wanted it, I don't think Duran would have reached it.
George Duran, 13 years old, from Yonkers, 8th grader. Started playing baseball when he was 6. Favorite team, the Mets. Favorite player, Mike Trout of the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. Off-speed delivery in for a called strike 3.
Yeah, Mike Trout becoming, in his first year in the Major Leagues, a very popular player, winning the Rookie of the Year award in a runaway, and actually coming in second in the MVP award, which was won by the Triple Crown winner Miguel Cabrera of the Tigers.
Not bad company.
No, not bad at all.
So back to the top of the order we go, and Freddie Rojas, who grounded out to second his first appearance.
And so far, Collins is doing exactly what we talked about, settling himself down, settling his team down after giving up 3 last inning.
That ball lifted in the air to right. Coming in and dropping the ball as it gets behind is the right fielder, McKenna. Rounding first on his way to second, now rounding second on his way to third is Rojas. Here comes the throw, the slide, safe.
Yeah, McKenna came in on the ball, and I think the ball died a little bit faster than he expected it to, and he tried to catch it, and it looked like he brought his glove down towards the ball. Supposed to get the glove under it. You'll see the replay right here.
He lifted it in, maybe lost it in the sun.
Well, the sun is off to his side. It looked like what I said. He looked like he tried to catch it with his glove coming down as opposed to getting the glove under it. And then you see Rojas, although hesitating as he rounded second, getting to third on the error by McKenna.
Ball taken for a strike. Semler had the same situation as first at bat, not happy with the call. Trying to shield off the cold with the mask around his face.
Darth Semler over here at bat.
Ah, nice. Breaking pitch. Boy, he ducked in on that, then ducked out as Rojas retreats back to third.
Yeah, Collins threw that curveball, and Semler expected that it'd be a fastball coming in, and it almost came in right across the plate. Almost had an embarrassing look where you're ducking out of the way of a pitch, and it comes over the plate for a strike.
Reminds me of John Kruk in the All-Star game facing Randy Johnson when Randy Johnson threw over his head, and then Kruk turned his helmet around and switched to bat righty.
Yeah, that was a great moment.
Oh,
and
classic.
That was also before when now they say the All-Star game matters. That was when it was just an exhibition game and the guys were out there having fun.
Swung on and missed, dropped by the catcher. Again, he'll throw to first for the out to retire the side. So the error by McKenna in right field does not prove costly to the Long Island Mudcats as Rojas is stranded at third. We've completed 3 innings of play. In this semifinal game, the Long Island Mudcats hold a 5-3 advantage over the Bronx Bombers.
Today's tournament is coming to you thanks to the Metro Long Island United States Specialty Sports Association. Play the best, play USSSA. For more information, call the number on your screen.
Did you get a call from the coach about those kids who were caught drinking?
Not our guys. They know better.
Yeah, they know better.
Heads up, sport.
Real kids are curious about alcohol. 40% tried by the 8th grade. Talk early, talk often, get others involved.
Come down to Pancho Villa's in Huntington Village, where you will find a fiesta you won't forget. Enjoy our award-winning margaritas and authentic Mexican food rated the best on Long Island. For reservations, call or visit Pancho Villa's today.